We're going to continue with Pygmalion here by Bernard Shaw. We stopped at I won't be called a baggage when I've offered to pay like any lady. So now we're going to continue on page 20. The flower girl says, I want to be a lady in a flower shop and instead of selling at the corner of Tottenham Courtyard, but they won't take me unless I can talk more gracefully. He said he could teach me. Well, here I am ready to pay him, not asking any favor, and he treats me as if I was dirt. As we said before, that Eliza, the flower girl, she wants to speak good, or she wants to have a good accent. She wants to learn how to talk more gracefully, and that's why she went to Higgins, and that's why she went to his house and asked him to teach her some lessons, and she will pay him. So she's telling him that she is going to pay him and she's going to be like any lady, so he can't treat her as dirt if she is going to do that. And then on the next page here, Higgins, he asked her, the flower girl, what's your name? And she said, Lisa Doolittle. Here in these two lines, it was the first time for the flower girl to be introduced in this drama with her real name. Before she was mentioned as the flower girl, but now we're going to know her name, or now Higgins and his friend and everyone knew her name, which is Lisa Doolittle. Going forward to page 22 here, Higgins say sorry, this is not page 22. Yes. Higgins says, if you consider a shilling not as a simple shilling, but as a percentage of this girl's income, it works out as fully equivalent to 60-70 guineas from a millionaire. So here, when Lisa offered Higgins to pay him a shilling, he told Pickering, his friend, that this shilling cut from her income, it means a lot for her. Like what? He compared her to a millionaire who has a lot of money, and you're going to take 60 or 70 guineas from a millionaire. And then, next, he says, she offers me 2/5 of her day's income for Alison. So here it shows how Lisa is struggling or how Lisa is trying to pay, or how much Lisa is trying to pay Higgins to teach her how to speak more gracefully, as we said before. And then down below here it says, somebody is going to touch you with a broomstick if you don't stop crying, sit down. Here, Higgins is continuing his insult to Lisa. He's continuing his bad way to Lisa. And he's telling her that if she didn't stop crying, if she didn't stop whining and crying, he is going to hit her with the broomstick. Next, on page 23 here, what do we have? Pickering, he says, what about the ambassador's garden party? I'll say you're the greatest teacher alive if you make that good. I'll bet you all the expenses of the experiment. You can't do it, and I'll pay for the lessons. Here, Pickering is putting a bet on Higgins. What kind of bet? He told Higgins that if he taught Lisa how to speak before the ambassador's garden party, he will pay all the expenses, he will pay all the money for this experiment, and whatever it will cost, Pickering is going to pay this. And then Higgins says she is so deliciously low, so horribly dirty. Here Higgins is continuing to insult Lisa. He's continuing to speak in a bad way and bad manners to Lisa. As we said already that Higgins, he had a bad tongue and he is always insulting people. Lisa replied to him, she was protesting, And she said, I'm not dirty. I washed my face and hands before I come. I did. So here, Lisa is showing him how she is trying to be a lady. And she started by washing her hands, washing her face, and then she came in a taxi. So Lisa is trying her hard to be a lady, and she also offered him to pay money for the lessons, and still Higgins is dealing with her as dirt. And then Higgins, here he says, I shall make a duchess of this messy girl. In 6 months, in 3, if she has a good ear and a quick tongue, I'll take her anywhere and pass her off as anything. So here, Higgins, he accepted the bet of Pickering, and he is saying that he will make a duchess out of this messy girl of Lisa. He will make her a duchess in 6 months. And even in 3, if she has a good ear, or if she is a good learner and she has a quick tongue, also a good learner, he will take her anyway and pass her off as anything. He will put her anywhere and she will be good. As you can see here, I'll take her anywhere and pass her off as anything. And then Higgins, he says, put her in the dustbin. He is being very impolite. He is being very, very impolite to Lisa by telling Mrs. Pierce to put her in the dustbin. And in this point, everyone told him that he can't speak to her like this. And 5, as we said, that everybody protested, or everybody was protesting, and everybody told him he can't speak to anyone like this. He says, you are an ungrateful, wicked girl. This is my return for offering to take you out of the street and dress you beautifully and make a lady of you. Here, Higgins is telling Lisa that she is ungrateful, wicked girl. She is not grateful for his offering, and she spoke to him in a bad way, and that's what he got from offering to take her out of the street and dress her in a good way and trying to make a lady of her. That's what we have for today for Pygmalion, and that's what we will take today. I wish you a very good luck and a very good day. Thank you so much.